Hi everybody, Tim Bartz here, your Ford video guy with another video on the Bronco here. And actually we had a hailstorm the other day and I just noticed just a second ago, I think I'm pretty good other than I think I got one hail ding right there that I might have to deal with. Anyway, I digress. We are going to talk a little bit on this video about the front camera situation, trail camera, that kind of thing. Now, if you're fortunate out there and you have a Bronco that has the high or the Lux package, I think it requires, no, just a high package, or if you have like a 24 Bronco, you have the high Lux package, that combo package, then you have a front camera that when you put it in 4-low, that comes up on a big 12-inch screen, and I'm so jealous of you out there. But if you're like me, maybe you got an early Bronco, and yours is a 21, 22, 23, maybe it's just a Big Bend, maybe it's a Black Diamond, and mid-package is as high as you can go, and you can't get that front camera. You know that I've tried to come up with a couple different solutions that I've used. In fact, I had one that worked really well, and that was using a dash cam and putting that camera on the front of the Bronco. And when I put the winch on, I actually broke the cord for this camera, and I needed to get that to replace it. And the one that I had, Amazon no longer sells, and they're basically done with it, whatever you call it. We like to call it balanced out in the automotive world, but it's not. Anyway, they sold out. They're not doing that model. Discontinued. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, they discontinued it, and this one here actually has the same camera on it, but I decided to replace it with this. Now, I do like this dash cam. It's really good. It'll actually shoot up to 4K quality. It'll do time lapse, everything else. So I do like it up here, and I've gotten some pretty fun footage on some different drives, destination drives and such. I did realize if you're going off-roading, you're going slow, that it actually stops recording. It does what they call emergency, and it's yellow instead of red, and it stops recording. I didn't realize that when we went off-roading. So a little glitch there on that, but this camera here on the front is made to be positioned on the back of the vehicle for all these dash cams. It's really about getting footage while you're driving in case there's an accident or something like that, and you see a lot of that footage out there all over on YouTube and TikTok and everything, where people have filmed different crashes and everything in front of them, and Teslas going off the road, all kinds of stuff like that, or hitting vehicles when they were asleep, that kind of stuff, which is fun footage, and that's what these dash cams are for, a front and a back. This one here on the other camera I had allowed me to flip it, and so that I could see it in the correct direction in front of me and make it a front camera. And then in editing, I had to flip it over, but it still made it look right because I could flip it over and have it look right on the dash. This one does just the opposite. So the camera looks great. I can invert it, but it's the wrong way because it's assuming it's on the back of the vehicle. But in editing, it's already flipped, which is nice for editing. But anyway, so I have a solution. So I'm hoping this is the third and final video that we do on this, so I got an idea. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take this camera, this camera off here, and I'm going to take it, and I am going to position it in the back because I think it'd be really good to get some footage from the back of the vehicle, not only when I'm pulling the camper and being able to see my camper back there at all times with that camera, but also getting some pretty cool footage on the trail of the Broncos behind me. These birds, by the way, are going crazy. They're happy. They're happy. It's nice out. Anyway, so I got an idea. So we're going to take that camera off. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And instead, we're going to replace it with the GoPro when I'm on the trail. So I'm not going to have the GoPro on there all the time for somebody to steal it. But I have a mount that's now on the windshield, and it's been up there since we went to Colorado. And I'm going to take that off of there, and I'm going to place it right here in the position of this camera, and then I can just slide the GoPro in there when I need to. So it slides in there. I'm showing you an image of what that looks like. And so we're going to position up there with 3M on the bracket, and then put this in there when we need to. So I have a GoPro 11, so I'm not sure what level it is, but when you get to a certain level of the GoPro, with the GoPro app, you can connect this to the app and in real time see what is on this camera and start and stop the recording of it with your phone. So I do have the bullet point mount on the front, which I do like. So I can put my phone right there sideways, and I can be able to see what's on this camera at all times as a trail cam. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to take this off, and I'm going to wire it to the back. but I'm probably not going to show you all the footage of wiring it to the back. I'll probably show you the final, you know, where I ran the cord and everything, because that's probably going to be kind of tedious to watch and everything. And I'm not going to do it tonight, but I am going to mount this GoPro tonight and show you what that looks like. The only problem is I'm recording with my phone right now, so I'm not sure how I'm going to let you guys see what that looks like on the camera, but we'll figure it out and show you some, if we need to, some actual screen photo of the screen share of my phone. But we're going to go ahead and mount this on. So let's get started in this, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And again, this is just something that I've done and I'm having fun with and figuring out. Some people are like, I don't need to see the trail, and that's great, and that's okay. But the link to this camera, if you're wanting this dash cam, it is a good dash cam, and I do like it. I'm not going to get rid of it, and I do like the fact that I'm going to have this on the back, which I've already said already. Sorry about that. So I'm going to link it in the description if you want this camera. I do like it for that reason. And then I'll be able to go in and invert it so that I can be able to see behind me, in front of me, and then when I'm on the trail, I can slide this in when I go on the trail and do some drives. And then I'll have a camera as well, and I'll have it positioned right where I want it so that I can see that trail. So let's get started and let's do this. All right, to start off with, we do have to take this camera off, and this is real easy. That 3M works pretty good. It actually was a little, I might have to make it a little bit tougher here, but we need to take this off. Now, I'll get that tape here in a second. This here is pretty easy. What's really great about this is this cord does have a setting here, if I can get to it, that allows us to unhook it part way through, so that way I don't have to worry about breaking the camera or anything. So I'm going to unhook it right there, so that, there you go, so that way it unhooks that. So that's, I'll mount that to the back. I do need to get this, all the stickiness off of here, and then I'll go get some more 3M to put the camera, and this time we're going to mount it right in the middle, because that GoPro camera, it's pretty close to the middle, close enough anyway. I mean, it'll be off, it'll be just to the middle, so I might adjust it just a little bit. But let me get all that, and let me grab that. We'll get that off the windshield as well, and then maybe wipe this down so it sticks real good this time, and see how it goes. Now I do want to show you real quick. I'm going to come in close. So GoPro has these little plates that mount, so you can take your GoPro, and I don't know if you guys can see this, and you can mount it in there like that, and it mounts it into there. And so then this here you can mount into a flat surface, and they make some that are concave as well. So you can purchase those in pairs. I'm just going to take this one here that I have, that I mounted on there, and that was up there, and I took it off, and so then I'm going to peel this off and put some 3M in its place, so you can see it's just kind of double-sided there. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to mount that right up here. All right, so I went ahead and put some, I think it's a Gorilla double-sided tape, and I almost feel like I might need a second bit of it right there. I don't know if I'm going to do a second layer or not, but I almost feel like I might need a second layer. We'll see how this goes. Again, we'll be going on the trail, be going slow, so we'll see how it goes there, but here we go. So we're going to peel this off now. There we go. And we're going to peel this one off. There we go. We got that peeled off. We're going to go ahead and put this on right here. And we're going to just go ahead and put it in the middle. I know it'll probably be off just a little bit. Actually, let's look. If we want it in the middle, we probably need to set it about right here. So we'll put it off just a little bit to the left. And, you know, I'm okay if it's not being exact. It's pretty darn close, but it gets an idea, and we'll hold that for a couple seconds. But I think that will hold it pretty good. Like I said, it worked with this other camera for a long time. I used that same tape twice on the other one. Once on the actual one on the front fascia of the Bronco, or the bumper actually, of the other bumper I had, and then it's been on here for quite a while without any issues. I know the GoPro is a little heavier, but there we go. That's on there good. Let's go ahead and slide this in. Make sure it's in real good right there. And then we'll be able to adjust this GoPro up and down, and then be able to use the phone to be able to see how it looks and everything, and if I need to angle it down anymore or whatever. But once I get a good spot where I want it and I like that angle, then I can just go ahead and lock that in pretty good, and then just take this out, and every time it's going to be in the right place. So I can just use the GoPro. So this is the record button. Power button's right over here. Real easy to access with this. So let's give you a little screenshot here of what it's going to look like. So we're going to turn it on, connect the phone into it, and of course I'm not going to go through the tutorial on that. Of course, GoPro, it should be pretty easy to be able to launch the app. Then in here you can go ahead and connect it up, make sure the Wi-Fi is on and everything for this, and then be able to connect it using the app and add the device to it. So let's go ahead and show you what it's going to look like connected up on a screen share. Go. So as you can see, once I connect it up, you're getting that view, and I can move this. You can see I move it, and just like within a half a second it initiates. So there's just about a half a second delay, maybe a second delay on that for that angle. So I can go down as far as I want. So right there you can see, I can see that there, but that enables it. So, and you're seeing it this way, but I can turn my phone sideways, and now I get a full view of that. And then from here I can go ahead and start recording. Right now the camera is just on, but I can start recording. You can actually see my tripod over here. So I got my tripod is right over here. Kind of see how far it goes over. So I'm actually standing off, I'd be off the trail right here, and you can still see me. So anyway, so it is a little glitchy. I think it's because I got my Wi-Fi connected here, but now there you go. Now it works a little bit better. So I should be able to use that and be able to see what's going on the trail. So you can see, you're seeing the screen of me and the camera, which is kind of cool. So there we go, that camera is mounted, and like you saw on the screen share there, hopefully I did a good job of being able to see that. I am going to be able to, with this mounted in the bullet point, if you haven't seen that, I did an install video on that, but I'll have my phone right there, so I'll be able to see that front camera real nice and easy, which is going to be great. So I'll have that, be able to use the GoPro as a trail cam and then take it off, and I won't need it. And then I'll have this as my dash cam, which is taking really good footage. The footage, if you did see the video that I did from, anyway, the video that I did that you saw from Bronco Super 7 when we went on the drive Foothills Parkway was taken with that camera. Pretty good footage, really. So it'll be really good footage and everything. So I am going to run the wire that goes to that front camera that I had, and I'm going to unhook it because I'm going to then run the wire to the back. And so my thought is that should be able to run it back here. So we should be able to run it back along in here, and then back over to here, and then I'm probably going to have to try to, I'd love to try to get it into this wiring here that wires into that third brake light. So might have to take the spare tire off, which is not fun. This thing is heavy, but I'm going to try to hook that into that wiring, and I'm probably going to have to go into here to get to that and get that wiring in. So we might have to figure out how we're going to run that, or run it into this. If I can run in that wire, Now I'm just curious. You guys get to go along with me on this curiosity. I don't want to have to take this off because this is not easy, but I probably could loosen it right here since they've already done the bolts and everything. I probably could loosen that. I did not put this on, by the way. Someone put it on, so, but I could probably loosen those and get in there. But I'd like to wire that straight in, and even it'd be nice if I could use this same wiring right here and run that wire in with it. So we'll see if I can do that, or at least run with it with some, you know, fasteners here and here or something into there, run it inside there, and then run it up. And I'd like to mount that right up here on the top of this third brake light for a camera up there. So maybe we'll do that. I'll probably just show you the finished product in another video probably, so watch for that. But that is kind of the plan there. Man, the sun is wreaking havoc on my video here. So anyway, just a quick little video. Hope you guys find this entertaining and as I go along, and maybe some of you have had some of the same issues and you're thinking about how can I do this? But if you got a GoPro, might be a great way. If you already have a GoPro that allows you to be able to see it on your phone through the GoPro app, maybe that's an easy solution for you if you already have one. In my situation, I'm not buying another camera. This, by the way, this dash cam cost me $60. I'm not buying another camera because I already have a GoPro that I've been using for footage, for some, well, footage you guys have seen on the trail. And so we're gonna just mount it there instead of on the windshield. That's easy peasy. So hopefully this works out, and I'll let you keep you updated in future videos, of course, how well it works with that, whether or not that 3M, the Gorilla 3M that I have, if it's good enough and it's working, and otherwise find some really good thick 3M. Worst case scenario is that I get another one of those GoPro mounts, so you can get them in a package of 2, a concave with a flat one. So worst case scenario, I'll just order another one of those pretty cheaply through GoPro or through Amazon or whatever, and just put a new one on there, because that one I know keeps, because I had it on the windshield going about 70, 75 miles an hour on the way home from Bronco Supercell West when I went through Colorado with the GoPro up there in the rain up on there. And when it started to rain, I'm like, so I took it off. But we went about, I'd say 30 miles with it going about 75 miles an hour and it not coming off or having any issues at all. So if you're in that situation, or maybe you have a GoPro and you're like, well, I have that same mount to mount somewhere else, then you might want to do that. So let's check out that mount. So if you're wanting to do that, you know what I'm doing and what's working here. Turn this around. So a lot of your GoPros will come with this mount here. It'll come with this kind of mount that the GoPro just attaches to it. And I think all GoPros come with this mount anymore. If not, you can get a little pack, but you just get that mount and that, oops, you see it with that sun, and get that kit. You can buy those pretty easily through Amazon or GoPro, wherever, and then you're set to go. In fact, I'm just gonna leave this off now, but that should work. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you like some of the content we're doing. We do have some IEG stuff. They sent me some new struts. We're gonna be replacing those. And I have the wiring for the light as well. And I have something else coming in, that attic tray. It's on order and it's already got a tracking number. It's on its way here. So we got a couple of videos coming in the future for some different cargo management things coming up. Hopefully you guys check those videos out as well. Make sure you subscribe, notification bell is turned on, and all that good stuff so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching. Stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself.